with Brittany. Thank you so much for being here. If you're having a coffee, tea, a warm beverage, water, go ahead and grab that. And if you have a journal handy, go ahead and grab that too. We're going to have a few journal prompts that we're going to work through today. But I did want to start the day with a card. So when I'm feeling a little bit chaotic or uncertain in the morning, I always like to start with a card pull to see, what are the energies of the day ahead? And take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, maybe the message isn't for you, and that's okay. So go ahead, set yourself up. You can either be seated, lying down, propped up on the bed, supported by some pillows, whatever feels good for you. And we're just gonna see what is the message we need to hear today. Just one card, please, not six. What is the message we need to hear today? What is the guidance to help us move through the day? All right. Oh, I love this card. So the deck I'm working with is the Earth Magic Oracle deck from Stephen Farmer. And the card we got today was Waterfall and Effortless. And so the message here is really to just allow yourself to flow with the day. Lack resistance. Okay, we don't want to have a lot of resistance. You just want to take a new channel, just as like the water falls down from the river and down into the earth through the waterfall. It flows so effortlessly. It's not forcing its way down. It's just allowing itself to fall. And so finding that space where you can really just allow yourself to move through the day with grace and with ease and with effortlessness. Okay, being called to let go of the little triggers. Anything that's going to cause a little bit of tension, maybe you're driving and somebody's not driving fast enough, just letting go of that road rage, letting go of those little things that bother you, and seeing if we can just find an ease and an effortlessness to move and navigate through the day, really channeling the energy of water and seeing how she just really moves through the world without forcing. Okay, so the message here is really to just allow, to be effortless and to not force. And when we force, we also create a lot of tension. But when we allow some space to be in ease and flow, and that can be really frustrating if you're like, I feel like I've been in ease and flow and nothing's working out for me. But if you can be in ease and flow, things have an opportunity to come to you. So we create more space. We're not squeezing onto that sand so hard that it's actually falling through our fingers. We're gently holding it so that it has space to move and that we can carry it with us, right? If you have never squeezed sand before, go ahead and see what I'm talking about. But yes, so waterfall, effortless is the message for today. I think that's great. Love that card. All right, so today I want to talk about money, and it's interesting that that's a card that came up. Just in the sense of journaling and exploring what that is for us. So a lot of us have some blocks or some resistance around money, but maybe we can find more ways to be more effortless with it. And probably sharing this with you because I'm doing a lot of work around that myself right now, and I'm feeling it is very needed. In the circles I'm in and the friends that are around me, I can see as I navigate this work, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. Yes, like that's for so-and-so. Oh my gosh, I see that in so-and-so. Oh my gosh, I see that in myself. So go ahead and grab your journal. And even if you're like, oh, money ain't no thing for me, that's okay. We still want to just kind of explore our relationship with it here. And so just setting up the day in awareness and with some mindfulness around money. And so you want to open your journal. Go ahead, select. If you have, like me, the Monday to whatever days it is, you can select the date and put the date down. And I want you to ask yourself, why do you want money? Okay, so why do I want to have abundance of money? What's it for? More often than not, like for myself, I want to have a lot of money because I want to help advocate for animals and animal cruelty laws. And that takes resources. So instead of reacting to it by saving hurt animals, abandoned animals, things like that, I want to be proactive. I want to have better laws in place. I want to have better programs in place to prevent this from happening. And that takes money. And so that is why I want money for the animals and then for the planet. When I see people littering, it just drives me up the wall. So I want to have an abundance of money that is really coming to me effortlessly, that I can share it with parties and create programs that are going to help get ahead and being proactive instead of reactive. So asking yourself, why do I want that money? Maybe you want the Lamborghini, maybe you want the house, the mansion, the things like that. But go a little bit deeper. Are there any social injustices that you want to help support? Are there any areas, communities that you would like to support? Maybe in your own community, maybe you would like to see a more pretty main street. Maybe you would like to support the homeless people and get them supported and off the street and into a shelter. Maybe you would like to help women's shelters. What is something that is near to you that you would like that money for? And so just go ahead and write that down. And you absolutely can write down those fun things too, but really, what would light up your soul? What would give you purpose and drive? I was thinking about that for a minute. And so once you've gotten down that why, and it's okay if you're still writing, you can just pause and then continue. Once you have that really core, why do I want money? I want you to ask, what is my relationship with money? So how do I feel about money? When I think about it, do I think, oh, I don't need it, or I have enough, or there isn't enough? Do I get tense when I think about money? Is there a fight or flight response? Is there a fear? Is there a joy and excitement? How do I feel about money? Right. Once you have, again, how you feel about money down, and again, pause if you need to, the last thing I want you to ask yourself is, am I meeting my financial goals? Okay, so am I meeting my financial goals? Do I have that dollar value that supports me and why I want money? And sometimes it's hard to be honest. Maybe we do, and we're just not spending it where we want to be. Maybe we don't, and we want to make more, but we don't know how. So just asking, do I have the funds that I desire? Yes or no, it's an easy question. And then if you answer yes, I want you to look at how you're spending that money, and is any of the way you're spending it relating to why you want money? And if not, see if there's one or two things you can eliminate from where you're spending that you can start focusing on where you want to be spending your money. If the answer was no, I want you to take a minute and think, how can I creatively start generating some money with what I already have? Okay, so can I ask for a raise? Can I rent out a room in my home? Can I start dog walking? Can I start a part-time side hustle that I teach some of my skill sets online? Let yourself be creative. How can I start generating more money? Okay, and you can think, oh, well, I might be able to ask for a raise, but it doesn't mean I'll get one. No, but maybe you can also apply for the same position at another company. And then when you have those interviews and you can set the bar for your expectations and negotiate your wage, you can leave your current position or say, hey, look, I got offered this job, and use it as some leverage. I would like to stay here, but this is what they're offering me. Can you match this? So kind of be creative. We want to quiet those limiting beliefs, the no response, and we want to start opening up to ideas, okay? So if yes, am I spending it towards why I want the money? If not, what can I eliminate so I have more avenue to spend it towards what I want? If no, how can I creatively start generating more money without spending money? All right. Again, no rush, pause if you need. Once you have that written down, I'm just gonna close the journal. Okay. And then we're gonna just bring ourselves into a little bit of a visualization. So find yourself comfortable, find yourself seated. You need to go ahead and lie down. And take a big breath in. Complete breath out. Closing down the physical eyes. And bringing that awareness inwards. And finding that effortless flow with the breath. And I want you to visualize your dream life. So if you had all the time, all the money in the world, no responsibilities, what would you be doing? And that can be a really loaded question. So just take your time and see, where do you live? Who is around you? What are you doing for work? Do you work? How are you generating money? What is your environment like? What type of food do you eat? What activities do you do? Where do you go? What type of clothing do you wear? Just let yourself see. So visualizing your dream life, the life you deeply desire to have, if there were no restrictions, limitations, holding you back. And then I want you to visualize a bridge right at the base of where you're seated or laying now. See a golden bridge start to form and create from where you're seated now, and see that bridge ending in your dream life. And I want you to visualize the current you getting up and beginning to walk across this golden bridge towards your dream life. And with each step, you feel the joy and excitement of entering your dream life. And when you arrive at the other end of the bridge, you take a step off, arriving in the environment you desire, and you see yourself standing in front of you, your future self in your dream life. They smile at you, and they thank you. They are there because of you, because of the you are now. They take your hands, and she says, because you moved through the limitations, because you did the hard work, because you showed up for yourself and committed to making new habits, habits that served this version of us and left behind those that don't. We made it here. They wrap their arms around you in a warm hug, and you hold them too. And as you embrace, these versions of you begin to merge into one. You feel the energy, the emotions, the clarity of how to get here, washing over you. You take a big breath in. And as you breathe out, you can open your eyes. So hold on to that vision of your dream life. And hold on to the things we explored while we journaled about abundance, about money. Because it's just a resource and a tool to help you get to where you want to go. To help you build that why you want it and to achieve it. And in your dream life with no limitations, money wasn't one of them. You had the abundance you needed. So carry that forward into the day. How can I start making decisions that are going to support my future self? What habits am I currently using and doing and relying on that don't serve my highest good in my future self? And can I take one habit today and try and change that into a habit that's going to support my future self? Doesn't need to be all of them. You don't need to do a complete 180 of your life. That'll just put you back in a 360. Let you back where you made it, where you are now. But what is one thing you can change today to take steps towards the better version of you that you desire? And if you think you're fabulous and great already, I celebrate that. Congratulations. But if you're like most and you're ready to start leveling up your life, taking time like this to just connect with those dreams and that vision and making small changes is going to help us get there. So thank you so much for being here. Mindful Mornings with Brittany. Make sure to follow and subscribe so you can check us next morning, tomorrow morning, and we'll dive into whatever mindful practice comes up then. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and thank you so much for being here.